And being that it is also a natural stress reliever, because we know that stress can lead to hair loss, it is the perfect 1-2 punch. Hey guys, welcome back. I want to say what's up to all my subbies. I want to say what's up to all the newbies checking me out for the first time or maybe second, maybe out of curiosity. Come on in. We're going to have a little quick chit chat. We already talked about vitamins. Some of the vitamins, we went over 3 that are pretty crucial as far as our hair health or our hair's health. Okay, so today I just wanted to go over some minerals that are also important as far as our hair growth. You know, everything works in unison. Not only the things that we do to our hair and put on our hair, but also the things that we're eating and our overall health as far as our body, our hair is included. So I wanted to go over some minerals that are also important to our hair's health and growth, okay? And the 3 that I'm going to go over today, one is iron, one is copper, and one is magnesium. Now, if you watch my first video, which was my intro, which I talked about me and how I'm now going on my new hair journey, okay, because I lost my hair, you know that I mentioned that I became anemic, okay? So that ties into the first mineral that we're going to talk about, which is iron. Iron is very important in the production of red blood cells, okay, that carry oxygen to other cells and other parts of the body. Now, anemia is a deficiency in either the red blood cells or their ability to do that. You can become anemic if you have a low calorie diet, if you don't eat a lot, you know, normally. And you can also become anemic for women, if you bleed a lot, like during your period. If you're a heavy bleeder, you can become anemic that way as well. So we definitely want to be sure of our iron intake. So the foods that are rich in iron, we have spinach, we have beans and lentils, chicken is pretty good, animal organ meats like liver, and oysters. Okay, so those are some of the foods that we can get iron from. Spinach is a really good source. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to spinach, so I can't really eat that. Yeah, I found that out later too. Anyway, a whole other story. But anyway, spinach is a very good source, okay? So we need to be mindful of the foods that we're eating and making sure that our iron intake is at a good level. Okay, so the next mineral that I want to talk about is copper. Now, copper and iron are sort of like bosom buddies, okay? They sort of work together as far as health. Copper helps the body metabolize iron, okay? Both copper and iron help with the shine and the growth of hair and hair strands. And copper is essential for the creation of red blood cells as well. Just like iron, well, copper is very important with that too. So that's why I said they're sort of bosom buddies with that. Now, in addition to that, copper also helps with melanin. Copper is very essential to the creation of melanin, okay? So not only do we have melanin in our skin, but we also have melanin in our hair. The pigment in our hair is made up of a melanin called melanocyte, okay? Now, when your body stops creating melanocytes, that's when you go gray. So copper is very efficient in sort of staving off grays, especially prematurely, and sort of subsiding the onslaught of gray hairs. Not that there's anything wrong with gray hairs, okay? I got a couple. I don't have an issue with it, but this is good to know. So let's look at some of the things that have copper in it. We have trout. We have nuts like Brazil nuts. And we got liver again. Liver seems to be popping up in a lot of these lists. So I've never had it, but it's totally rich in a lot of these different things, including copper. Okay. Peanut butter. There's seeds like sunflower seeds and flax seeds. And you guys are going to love this, dark chocolate. That's right, dark chocolate. So now that I've got your attention, I know I kind of lost it with the liver, but now that I got it back with the chocolate, yes, it's in dark chocolate. Oh my God. So again, along with iron, we really want to make sure that we're taking in our copper and making sure that we're taking in all the minerals that we need in order to stay healthy, including what's on top of our head, okay? Okay, so the third one that we want to talk about, because we're dealing with 3 for right now. Of course, there are others, but we're dealing with 3. The last one that I'm going to talk about is magnesium, okay? Now, magnesium is magnificent for the body, okay? And it works towards everything as far as heart health, bone strength, your skin, and as well as your hair. Magnesium is essential as it works towards building the bonds between the proteins in the hair. Magnesium helps with follicle growth. And being that it is also a natural stress reliever, because we know that stress can lead to hair loss, it is the perfect 1-2 punch, okay, with regard to hair health. So what foods have magnesium in them? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Magnesium can be found in a lot of the vegetables and fruits that we mentioned prior to, with regard to the vitamins and also the minerals that we're going over. It can be found in leafy vegetables. It can be found in a lot of fruits. It can be found in nuts such as almonds and peanuts. It can be found in certain fish, as well as black beans. And here we go again, dark chocolate. So we got to get that magnesium in, okay? It's all good for us. Magnesium is a magnificent, okay? Needed for our hair. So I went over the 3 minerals. Again, there are more. We tackled 3. We went over 3. We reviewed 3. We're talking about 3. And those 3 are iron, copper, and magnesium. These, along with the vitamins that we mentioned prior to, okay, as well as our regimen, water intake, getting enough sleep so you're not stressed out, getting enough sleep so your body can repair and regenerate. All of this is going to help us in our journey, in our healthy hair journey. Now, with anything, just like what I said with the vitamins, we want to be careful of not overdoing it. Again, we can get this naturally through foods. Multivitamins are good as a supplement. But as far as taking certain supplements specifically for these particular nutrients, always consult your physician to make sure that you're not overdoing it, making sure that there's a need to even take these supplements outside of your diet. Because just like with iron, you have to be careful that you're not taking too much of it. Because just like with a deficiency, you can also have harmful effects by having too much, an overload of iron. So don't just start taking iron pills because some of your symptoms match up and you think you have an iron deficiency. You think you're anemic. Don't do it. Consult a physician first, get confirmation, and they will lead you on the right path as far as what to take next. But again, with anything, do not overdo it. If you think you're deficient in one of these minerals, consult your personal doctor. Make sure you get the green light, and then you can move forward according to what they say, okay? Because everything is working together. We all want to be healthy from the rooter to the tutor, okay? From the top of our heads to the soles of our feet, and that's including our hair. But in the meantime, no sense in us getting sick and going overboard just because we think it's one thing. So all these minerals and vitamins are just helping us round out our journey, to round out our hair diet, if you will, to make sure that we're doing the right things and we're not losing anything in the midst of. We're not losing no time, we're paying attention, and we're getting all the benefits that we can get from the foods, the minerals, the vitamins, and the care that we're putting into our hair. Okay? Okay, so that wasn't that bad. Okay? So we were in and out. Okay? Thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, just let me know down below, okay? I will be back and we'll be talking about some more stuff. So you come on back. I really appreciate it. It's going to be the same Dolce Dial. And guess what? It's going to be the same Dolce channel, okay? So come on back. All right.